freaks, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the American Horror Story After Show here on theStream.tv. My name is Kayla Thixeria, and I'm filling in for the wonderful and beautiful Ashley Mova. She couldn't be here tonight, so you guys got me instead, okay?
Despite your illness.
Just by my, I'm a little sick, so I sound a tad bit weird, okay, you guys, but it's okay, it's okay.
It's appropriate for
Before
Freak
we
Show.
get started, let's go ahead and introduce my fellow co-host on my left.
Hello, I'm Lauren Francesca, and I like all things creepy, especially you guys.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it from Lauren herself. And filling in for Xavier Brakeman on my right.
Who am I filling in for?
Xavier Brakeman.
Oh, Xavier. Oh, he's my
Yes.
favorite. Yay. Hey, I'm Mark Cirillo, and I'm wearing red and drinking red because I can't bathe in blood.
Ooh. I like that.
What a theme.
I
So
like
we're just
that
gonna
a
drink
lot.
it.
And filling in for Janessa Rose today on the far right of the couch.
Hey, all you wonderful folks out there. This is James Hartman. That's not my accent.
We're basically taking over from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So
after
ridiculous.
show.
You might recognize us from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after show, but it's okay if you don't. You should watch it because we are on our mid-season break right now. But let's talk all things freaky. This episode was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Dandy is on a roll. Before we get started talking about Dandy, because he is a crazy person. Don't forget to invite your friends right now to this live YouTube chat and tweet us questions or comments all night long with that hashtag AHSAS. I want to get your questions, so you better be tweeting with us and commenting on that live YouTube chat right now. First thing that we got to talk about, you guys, is who do we think
We're ready.
Dandy's next victim is? Who do we think Dandy's next victim is?
I mean, there's so many different victims. Like, is he going to go and continue to like kill people around Jimmy, but now that Jimmy's in jail, it's a very touchy subject, because if he does kill anyone right now, it's gonna make it look like Jimmy is innocent. I'm not sure. What do you guys
Right,
think?
no, I agree. It was weird because before he would just kill people that were in his way, and now he like literally purposely killed people to frame Jimmy. And so I think it's up in the air a little bit now, but I think what he's gonna do is just continue killing anybody that gets in his way.
Yeah,
because he hid those ones, you know, like he hid all of those,
all the previous
murders, except there's strings like the daughter of one of his victims.
I hate Dandy so damn much. I mean, he's incredibly attractive, and his
He's
butt is
so hot.
gorgeous.
He's got a
so
great
hot.
ass.
It's a very round, firm posterior. That is
great
very
ass.
true.
He's
Can't
out
fight
for
that.
Jimmy, though. He's out for Jimmy. He's out for Jimmy, and that opening scene with him and Maggie Esmerelda, it's just like that key.
She has
it's
two
a sign
first
to me
names.
that
Right, like I think
Maggie
For her first and last name.
Maggie
It's great.
Esmerelda. But I think his next, my theory is, obviously, I think he's going to want to kill Maggie. James,
Yeah,
what do you
possibly.
think?
I mean, she fits his MO in terms of looks. He always
And
finds
in
people that are
rejecting
incredibly
his love.
attractive. Yes, they're
He tends
rejecting
to
his
kill
love.
people that reject his
look like they're caring people, or they look like they're motherly figures or something like that. He has this sort of Oedipal complex that's more twisted than anyone else. Well, actually, it's a common theme, isn't it, in this
Since
show
now that
right
his
now? The whole
mother is
Oedipal
puppet
complex
version
thing
of
with
his love
Jimmy
interest.
sleeping with, I forgot her name, but like the really, really rotund lady.
I'm a Wiggles.
Emma Wiggles.
I'm a Wiggles.
I'm a Wiggles.
Her real name is Barbara, but I'm a Wiggles. I mean,
Who's awesome, by the way.
That was intense.
He's really fantastic on the show.
When
beautiful.
Emma was bent over and Jimmy was she was taking it from Jimmy.
It was
like,
beautiful. It was hot. It was just like, wow. It was like, go Jimmy.
I wouldn't go for hot per se, but because it was shot in such a way to show that like it's a very messed up relationship.
Yeah.
To show how dark he's going right now and how deep into his own mind he's going.
spiraling.
I just thought
Totally
Jimmy was like the sexy man this episode. It was like he was just going from woman to woman. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Literally.
He is the dog of the hen house in this case.
What?
He's the man rooster.
I almost
it
was
was
a little
crazy.
disappointed that he didn't go for Dot and Bette.
Me too.
Like, I was like, that was such a beautiful speech.
Yeah.
In fact,
Well,
this whole
we're gonna
episode
get to that a little
should
later,
be her Sarah Paulson's like Emmy submission because she was phenomenal in it.
Yeah, I was
And
just so
always
upset at
loved
the
her,
end.
but
I
she's
felt so
phenomenal.
bad.
She's phenomenal this entire season. But
Yeah.
one of the things that like I said, Jimmy is on this downward spiral. But someone who's also on the downward spiral, I want to say, is Stanley and Elsa. Stanley and Elsa.
Well.
Stanley is playing Elsa,
They
and
started out
Elsa
bad.
is playing the freak show. So my question is, whose lies are going to unravel first?
I mean,
Elsa's or Stanley's?
yeah, I mean, just for character development, I think it's going to be Elsa because it always seems like she just has this like amazing situation going on. So I think everyone's going to find out about Elsa first before Stanley, and he's your typical evil person. He's going to be towards the end, but I think everyone's going to start coming after Elsa soon.
Yeah, I agree because Elsa's just sloppier about it. Like she's the one that keeps getting caught doing the bad things and like selling out her own.
Yeah.
And
Or
he
killing
hasn't-
them.
Yeah, or killing them. And like and sometimes she did it and sometimes she didn't. But either way, everybody thinks that she did all of it. And so I think that's what I think you're right. Like I
Well-
think he won't be revealed till later because he's way more careful.
That's true.
Yeah.
But there's the fact that, and I do agree with both of you. There's the fact that he has so much dirt on Elsa. He has pure control
Stanley.
over her. Stanley has pure control. Stanley or Spalding, whichever way you want to choose to call him. He has pure control over Elsa.
Ginormous
He
penis,
knows.
man?
Well, we don't know if
Ginormous
it's a
penis, man?
ginormous penis.
We don't know if it's a ginormous penis. We don't know if it's a
like
double
It's a
penis.
double penis like they have in the intro.
Or like
This is
boot
dick
penis.
talk right
that's
now.
Not a double
This is-
penis. That's a boot penis in the
This is-
intro. It's
Let's
the most
not get into
disturbing
that
thing.
just yet.
Or maybe
I
it
don't know
talks.
what's
Maybe it
going
has a
on right
mouth.
now.
Maybe it's
Oh,
like
God.
Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors.
He's a person who doesn't look like a freak, but is in fact a freak. His inner world is absolutely messed up, and he likes to take pure control over
Audrey, too.
everyone. Like he probably has control over Esmeralda as well. So he obviously has dirt on these different characters, and that's what he's doing.
But
He's
what
trying
about
to
the
take
scenes
control
from the
of
next
everybody.
episode? Because we saw the tanks, and then we saw Esmeralda getting threatened. So maybe she's the one who
Who's
people
gonna take the
find
blame?
first.
That's what I was going to say was like,
Yeah.
well, I was also thinking that the wrench in the machine could be that either Esmeralda or Jessica Lange's character, I know I'm forgetting names, because they both actually already have a conscience and they feel guilty about it, that they might expose him before it turns onto either of them.
My thing is,
It's-
I mean, Elsa thinks she's the ringmaster of this circus. Do you
But
guys
she's
what I
so
think right
not.
there?
It
Like,
comes
she's
down to
not-
who has the better survival skills.
Elsa thinks she's the ringmaster of this entire circus, but Stanley's controlling everything. Stanley's controlling Elsa. Everything Elsa is doing right now is Stanley manipulating her. In my opinion, I think whose lies are going to unravel first. My question that began this entire discussion, I think it's going to be Elsa. I agree with everyone here. I think we all agree that the fact that Elsa's lies are going to be the ones that kind of unravel first. I feel like Stanley is playing the game very right. He knows what he's doing.
yeah.
But American Horror Story is so good at pulling off crazy twists. And so Elsa is so driven by her passion and her desire to become famous, to become recognized, to become wanted, that what if it actually makes her get a step ahead of Stanley?
And
by
then we
the
see
end of it.
Stanley's penis
don't
in
think
one of those
Right.
in one of
I
those
think
things.
that that's what's going to happen. I think that he's going to end up on
I
display.
definitely
From
think
the
that that's a
way-
It's going to come back and
possibility.
bite him in the
Because
in
the way,
front
remember
ass.
when the strong man came in and she was like, no, let's like play this out. Let's see what Michael Chiklis is going to do. And she's like, no, I think he's good for the company. But she was like figuring it out. She's like, no, I'm going to use this all against, like I think she's not dumb.
I wonder.
No.
So I think she could be
I'm
playing
really,
it.
I'm
If she
really,
survived Nazi Germany, she can survive anything.
I'm really kind of wondering
That's
what's
the
going to
thing,
happen.
I
I want to know what you guys think. I mean, let me know. Let all of us know. And your regular after show host, Janessa, Lauren, Xavier, and Ashley know, who do you guys think, whose lives are going to come out first, Stanley or Elsa's? We want to know what you guys think.
Leave a comment below.
Leave a comment below, yes. And you said hashtag AHS, AS, you guys.
AHS,
right
AS,
now,
yeah.
we got to bring up one of my favorite characters. I use characters because there are two characters. Bette and Dot. Bette and Dot took a whole different
Two
direction.
souls.
Two souls.
Two mouths to kiss and love.
They took a whole different direction.
Well,
this
that's what they said.
I know.
Their entire dynamic changed in this entire episode. And my question is, where do you think these characters are going to go next? Because they had two ginormous confessions today. Bette had a confession to Dot that if they were to do surgery, she wanted Dot to live. She would want Dot to live. And then Dot had his confession to Jimmy that she loves him. Where are they going next? Because Jimmy rejected them, and then Dot realized that she loves her sister, and Dot's mind has been changed. She no longer wants to do the surgery.
Well,
so where are they going? Where are they going next?
I think when I know when all good women get rejected, they start focusing on themselves. So I think this is going to really motivate them to get back on stage. And I remember last episode, they talked. Bette talked about playing an instrument. So I can see them coming up with a new act and then really, really pissing Elsa off. I can see them really going back into step one of their lives when Jimmy wasn't there, and like wanting to perform and be out there and devoting their passion somewhere else.
Interesting. I feel that we're going completely away from the show aspect of the freak show. That it's just about now the dynamics of these characters that's going to culminate into the biggest freak show of them all. Somebody's going to take control over everything, and I think it's going to be a massive, massive show at the end of everything. But right now, it's all about who's going to take control over whom. And Bette and Dot are not the ones that are going to take necessarily control. I don't think they're those kind of characters, but they will definitely start being people that are more connecting with everyone else in the freak show. Because at that point, Dot was looking for Dot after Dot. Bette was trying to be naive and loving of everybody. Now that they're together, they're one full force. What's to say that they won't come back to the freak show and try to connect everyone? What is to say that they won't go against Elsa and reveal to everyone that Elsa did in fact sell them off to Dandy and his mom?
I agree with that last part. I think Bette and Dot are going to be the ones that are going to cause the unravel of Elsa as a liar.
Yeah.
I think.
Right, because they covered her for her earlier, just in the last episode.
Stanley and Elsa told Bette and Dot to stay in the shed, wherever the F they were hiding at. They told to stay there, and Bette and Dot did their own thing. It was like, F Stanley and Elsa, we're gonna do what we want to do. We're gonna do what we want to do. They're planning their own lives now. Well, because this entire time it's been manipulated by Elsa and Stanley.
Right. Well, and as far as like where they're gonna go next after this episode with the huge revelations and traumatic like confessions that they have made, I also feel like it's been completely set up that this is just another bump in the road for them because they have been through so much and suffered so much. And I think what really changed this episode is that now Dot is on board. She's like, you know what? I don't want to be separated from my sister anymore. I want to be what? This is who I am. And I accept that now. And that's the big change for them. I think.
I think that's gonna because they've come to accepting each other though. That's exactly why I think this show is gonna pull the rug under our feet and eventually separate them.
Really?
No. Eventually, I think it's
really,
gonna happen.
really quickly though.
Maybe.
Really quick question before we move on. I want you guys to say if you guys could have one of them.
No, you can't make us choose.
Why not? I mean, it's happening. It's happening. Lauren, what do you think?
I like the blonde one.
The Marilyn. She totally went Marilyn.
Yeah, she went Marilyn, and she's so much nicer than Dot. Like she's just. I feel like she's a more full person. But now that you brought up that they're kind of come together, I'm like, oh well, maybe Dot is a good person. Mm-hmm. Maybe they both have these multiple personalities. But I mean, I think she's great, and I think that the fact she liked Jimmy was awesome too.
Yeah, he showed
Jimmy.
Dot like
Yeah.
this human all of a sudden. Like
Yeah.
she was just like she actually feels and cares.
Really
but
quickly, Dot or Bette? Just Dot or
I'm
Bette.
not. No, I refuse.
Okay.
Take
We're
me
skipping
instead.
Jesus
Take me
Christ.
instead so
You're
they
just
can
trying
live.
to be superficial right
I'm
now.
a terrible individual.
refuse
Yes.
to choose. I refuse to choose.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I would never want to separate these people. No, but as character-wise, I love right now. Whose character I love most is Bette's, because Bette is growing more as a character
she's
than
the
Dot.
She is growing more. That's why
One
it
of-
feels like Dot might be the one who ends up dying, and Bette has to carry
Because
the
she's
entire
blonde.
load afterwards.
Because she's
Everybody-
blonde.
everybody
She's
loves blondes.
I need to dye my hair
Oh
blonde.
my God!
Oh my God.
Please, it's like choosing Betty White over
what
B.
if-
Arthur. You can't. They're both amazing.
That's so true.
That's exactly who they are. You can't do that.
One
No.
of the
Stop
most,
it.
one of the
The
most
yin and the
shocking
yang.
moments of this entire episode. One of the most shocking moments of this entire episode was when Dell tried to kill himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I
He
did.
decided
I
to do
kind
that.
of. No, I did. I'm gonna lie. I did not see that coming at all. Like, I would be lying if I said I saw that coming.
Seriously,
I did not,
you didn't see
I
the
did
tortured
not-
homosexual
I did not see that coming.
attempting suicide?
My-
It's the plot of everything that has a tortured homosexual in it. Like,
I didn't see that
really?
coming. I'm
you didn't
sorry.
see that coming?
I didn't see it coming
my
either.
question is, will he turn his life around? Now that he tried to kill himself, Desiree saves him, and he saw Ethel when went to try to hung himself. He saw Ethel. What is he going to do next? Is he going to turn his life around? Is he going to be a father?
That's what
Is
I
he
was
going-
hoping.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
that Ethel's speech gave him like the realization that like, yeah, you're a freak like the rest of us, but you've been keeping it inside, which will kill you. And just if you just wear it on the outside, you'll be fine because you can deal with it that way.
Well, I was hoping when Jimmy got arrested that he was going to come in and save the day. I was like, wait, don't let your son get arrested. So maybe I'm hoping next episode he's going to go to jail or get a lawyer and bail him out.
Fight for his son.
Fight for
Be
his
a real
son.
dad.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Maybe that's
I wonder.
that's what's gonna happen. Maybe he's just gonna go in and
But he
start
could
fighting and
also-
just start punching people. So let my son out. Who knows?
Give me my son!
You know what would be
He
great?
could have information. I mean, the thing is that all or any of them might have information that could prove his innocence.
Everybody
So-
has.
That's true.
Everybody has proof. I mean, like
Right.
they so straight up ignored the fact. Like
Right.
Well, they're
when
just,
Esmeralda said that he was here the entire day. I have an alibi.
They're just
He was
dirty
here.
cops.
But she was also lying because he wasn't there the whole day because he actually was at the Tupperware party.
No, you know where he
he's
was
just
at?
there doing
You
a
know where
he's
he's
a lousy
at?
male prostitute.
He was
drunk.
inside I'm a Wiggles. That's where he was at all
Oh,
day.
God.
I'm a Wiggles gives him the best.
Oh, way to get
Alibi.
The
down
best
there.
alibi
She's
right
like, I got
there.
the DNA
I mean,
to
now
prove it.
we have to mention. Now we have to
that
mention the
wrong?
biggest ringmaster of them all, to all the freak show, Dandy. Dandy is controlling the law. He is controlling the freaks. He's controlling everything that's going to happen right now. When will everyone discover the truth about Dandy?
I hope never. I hope he just goes around and kills. I like him. He's such a great crazy guy, and he's cute, and
I have the sudden urge to walk away. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't be friends with this person right now. I'm just kidding. But he's a crazy guy.
Yeah,
He's
but I mean,
crazy.
he has money. He could just bribe anyone. If anyone notices, he'll just give them $1 million. Like,
Which is
So
even more than that
clearly-
would be now. That's what that is then.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Like, how rich is
in
he?
the 40, yeah.
He is incredibly rich.
crazy.
He, as he mentioned, he is incredibly rich. He owns a ton of land.
He killed the Avon lady.
Mott's.
The Avon lady.
Oh my God! And then he
She
just
was-
sewed her
she
head
was
on his
just-
mother's body.
What, was she
like,
just a door-to-door salesman?
He is.
Yeah.
He
Hi,
is gone.
My name is insert person name here. I'm trying to sell you my
No,
product.
that was one of my
Come
favorite
inside.
things.
Let
was-
me kill you. Come inside. Let me kill you. It's as simple as that for him. And he's gonna keep killing. He's got the entire police force pretty much on his side. He controls the main detective who was on the serial case murder. So at this point, he could just cover it up however he wants. He'll just spend $1 million here, $1 million there, and he'll just keep
okay,
going.
so to answer the question, I think he's going to be the final episode. That's when
It's all going to wrap.
It's going to unravel for
I
him because
relate
it's
a
too much
little
of
bit
a
to what-
driving conflict force,
Exactly.
you know, like.
Exactly. Like I relate a little bit to what you said. I'm like about Dandy and stuff. And like I do like his character. I feel like his character is really dynamic and really just
He's interesting.
He's
You just
really
like his ass.
interesting.
Just
He's
admit it.
incredibly
and me and Lauren
They show
really
his ass
like his
every
butt.
episode.
Okay, this is why.
I agree. It's
okay,
pretty amazing.
It is what it is.
And he showed in this
It is what
episode
it
that he has
is.
types as well by not wanting to kill Regina. Right?
Well,
he
and
didn't
the
want
edible
to be the one
complex
who
you
does
keep bringing
that.
up,
And the edible complex,
is
right?
that he put his mother's head on the
No. He
puppet.
put the Avon's head on
No.
his mother's body.
No, I know, to create the puppet version of
Of-
his love.
Because he's
Exactly.
obsessed.
I'm like, so
because
your
he's-
mom is
because
now
he's
one of?
obsessed
Like,
with
that's
Bette and Dot.
straight up.
It looks like
Because
it was
he's obsessed
anyway.
with Bette and Dot. Oh,
Yeah.
So, should we do
well.
the questions really quick?
No. Oh, but before we get started, before we even get to the fan questions, really quickly, I just one last thing about Dandy.
Okay, just
I
spit it out.
think the person that's going to kill Dandy is going to be Dell. I'm just going to plant that in our
That's
really?
a spoiler. That's a good one.
I'm gonna
Interesting.
let you guys think about it really quickly, but we're gonna take a
But why
really
would
quick.
you
We're gonna
choose-
take a really
Okay.
quick break right now. Check out this new show that's coming out here on TheStream.tv. It's with Tommy Bechtold and Chris Gore. It's called Geek 360, and it's gonna be live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and I believe that's midnight Eastern time. So check it out here on
Yeah.
TheStream.tv right now.
She's like, if I can add.
Hey, I'm Tommy Bechtold.
And I'm Chris Gore, and we're the hosts of Geek 360, premiering Thursday, December 11th at 9 p.m. on theStream.tv.
And I'm Tommy Bechtold.
You already said that.
I know, but studies show that if you say your name 3 times, it makes it easier for people to remember you.
Isn't that name 3 times thing just an urban legend like Bloody Mary?
And she's a household name. I'm Tommy Bechtold.
You're an idiot. Watch Geek 360 premiering December 11th at 9 p.m. only on theStream.tv.
Tommy Bechtold.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone,
Hold on.
bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy, it was hot, it was heated, I was into it. You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama, tell her, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Well, hello. You saw some pretty awesome stuff right there. One, Geek 360 with Tommy
I
Bechtold
wanna see
and
that.
Chris Gore, premiering tomorrow night live here on TheStream.tv, and of course all of the amazing after shows here on TheStream.tv, which you can check out every day, weekly. So subscribe right now to our YouTube channel. You're already here. You might as well. We're gonna give it some shout outs to the people that are on our live YouTube chat right now. I might mispronounce your name, so please excuse me. I see stars 1022, Forever Johnny Boy, what's up? George Raimondo Sosa, Assad Bukaram, I'm so sorry. Taylor Andrews, Samantha Judd, I think it's like YOLO L or Yo LOL. Skinny Bill or Skinny, I think it says Skinny Bill. And that is it, because the next one I cannot read at all.
Let me see it.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
The last
Oh my
one.
God, that's
It's
It's real.
That's a different language.
Let's jump in.
But we're so glad we have an
We're so
international
glad.
audience. Yay,
Thank you,
we're
thank
so
you,
sorry.
Thank you so much for
from
everyone.
Aaron Macabata.
Aaron Petrovkin.
Nice.
If we said it correctly, please
I know.
let us know.
We apologize.
Give me
because
back
But hello, my Eastern European
Give me
friends.
back the piece of
those are
paper,
not
please.
letters
Let us
that
know
we
where you're
have in
from,
the English
actually. It would be
alphabet.
great.
Yeah. So tweet us. Okay, go ahead.
Let's get to your first fan question of the night, you guys. We've been getting questions all week long and throughout the night that we're going to answer right here live. First question is from Raul _ Juan or John. Probably said that wrong. Were you expecting Ethel to bite the bullet? Were you guys expecting Ethel to die?
Yeah, I mean, if she's going against Elsa, like, no one's gonna survive that. Elsa has no care. Like, if you go on her bad side, she's gonna kill you, or at least try to, like she did with her ex-boyfriend on the spinning wheel. That was intense.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
At the moment when it was down to whether Elsa was going to live or Ethel was going to live, yeah, it was obvious that Elsa was going to be the one who dies. However, it's horrible that Kathy Bates' character is corporeally dead. That said, it gives her so much more potential for her character to come back. Just for example, to give that beautiful moment that pretty much like Dell and Jimmy ended up mirroring each other. They both had visions of Ethel when they were drunk.
Exactly.
Which brought them back and almost made them clearer because Jimmy threw the bottle and Dell was saved from dying by Desiree. So I think that because now she is dead, it's making them become more focused characters and will drive them forward in a really great way. Exactly.
Yeah. Totally.
There's something that they had in common, and I mean, like, they're all related, so it's gonna move forward in a really great way, in a direction that I think we all will be happy with.
Yeah, I have to say I did not see Ethel dying coming, like, at all. Well, because it's Kathy Bates, and like I couldn't imagine. And honestly, Kathy Bates and Frances Conroy in the same episode, like I couldn't.
Unabashedly,
that totally threw me.
Mines?
Because they're, I mean, honestly, like, they're regular season people. Like, they're on every season of American Horror Story, and they're brilliant actresses. And so, that totally threw me. But I have to say, this episode, very excited that there was a way to keep Kathy Bates in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, which I wasn't sure if they were going to do because people haven't come back from the dead, except for, I mean, like, the ghost episode, like the curse thing.
Right.
But this way, that's what brought it up, where I was like, well, wait, are these visions that the characters are seeing? Or is she really coming back to visit them?
I don't know.
That's my question.
I don't know.
What do you guys think?
That's a question for you guys. That's a question for you guys. And another
question. Do you think this was their own personal vision, or do you think, like, she's actually coming back and visiting to set them on the right path?
And do you think Frances Conroy is going to be back as well? I mean,
I hope so.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. This relating to the previous seasons. This next fan question is from @Gerald Damon, and he's asking, are aliens going to be in the show more often? And as you guys know, in season 2, we had a thing with the aliens.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see more aliens in next seasons, or more alien interaction?
Definitely.
I don't need them.
If I'm honest, I thought the aliens were the cheesiest part of Asylum, because it did so well with all the supernatural aspects and all the crazy psychological aspects. It didn't really need the alien aspect to be added into it. That's what?
Well, I was just going to say, I have to say, what I liked about Asylum was that they literally took every horror archetype.
They did, and
the
combined
mad scientist, the evil nun,
the angel of death, the demonic possession, everything.
Everything.
In
the Insane Asylum alone is one.
Well,
and
maybe that's why Asylum connects everything together in the whole show.
Literally every horror archetype is somehow worked into Asylum.
That's true.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, and that's what's great.
Even Frankenstein.
Exactly.
That's what's great about American Horror Story, is that they do that. It's really cool.
There's so many villains every single season, and one of the best villains, in my opinion, this season is Stanley. This brings back to our third fan question. It's from @Romano George, who's also in our live YouTube chat. Do you think that Stanley is the most unscrupulous villain in all AHS seasons? Meaning, do you think that he is the most
immoral. Like
lacking moral code. Is he the one that is the evilest character of them all?
Definitely.
In all American Horror
He's
Story.
like the go-to evil guy for all sitcoms, I feel like. He's like every show I see him on, it's like, oh, who's the evil guy? Well, of course it's him.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I could see that. I mean, it's hard because, I mean, I guess a lot of the most horrible people on American Horror Story have been insane, and he's clearly not insane. Like, he's a sane person, he's just immoral. You know, like, he literally is just like, I'm just out for myself.
He has
and I
no
don't give a
ethical
crap.
code.
Really quickly, what do you think?
What do I
James?
think?
Really quickly.
Really quickly, I think that he's one of the worst characters so far.
I
Like, not
agree.
worse, not worse as
person,
in
not-
like absolutely evil. Because at least Dandy, I can understand because he thinks he's the guardian of the light. He thinks that he's you know some of a higher power. He thinks he's a god. But Stanley,
He's crazy. He's insane.
Stanley's just like, I'm out for money.
Right.
And obviously, I love Stanley's character. Dennis O'Hare is amazing. I love his character.
He's always amazing.
I
Dennis
think
O'Hare.
I agree with Armando George. I think he is the most unscrupulous villain. A really great word as well. Raymando George. I probably said that completely wrong. But I mean, I'm so excited for next week's episode. Thank you so much for having us tonight. Ashley, Xavier, and Janessa will be back next week with the beautiful Lauren Francesca.
We didn't murder them.
So she will be here next week. We will be somewhere else in the freak show.
Yeah, what's with that
please
Agent
don't
Carter
forget.
after show?
Please,
Is there going to be one?
I don't know. But please do not forget to tweet all of us all week long with the hashtag AHSAS. And find us on Twitter because we want to know what you guys think about this episode.
Yeah.
So go ahead. All our Twitter handles are below this description box right now.
Follow us.
Subscribe to thestream.tv right now. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter right now. Thank you so much for tuning
even
in
though we're
tonight.
not the regular hosts, you can tweet us too because we all
Yeah,
watch
we love the
American
show.
Horror
We're
Story.
fans.
We're
Exactly.
obsessed with it.
And if
Talk
you're
to
a
it.
fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you could check us out on that after show as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Bye, freaks.
Bye.
Bye, freaks.